Guys, I want to talk to you about adversarial words. So we had finished work one day and we went over to the motels, and I was hanging at my motel, and I had an inspector at another motel, and he called me up and he said, "Jay, my wife just died. She was in a tractor accident in Montana, and I don't know what to do." I said, "All right, partner, I'll be right over yonder." So I loaded up. I went to his motel room. It was a wreck. He didn't know what to pack, what to take, or anything. And I told him, I said, "Partner, I'll start packing for you. Just go get shower. You packed up what you're going to need for the road, and we'll handle the rest. I'll get her done." So while he was in there showering, packing all his stuff, I was loading his stuff up to take and put in a Connex box somewhere in a storage. And his daughter got him an airplane ticket out of SFO, San Francisco. So I took him over to San Francisco, and on the way, we started trying to communicate. Well, as we was trying to communicate, he told me, he said, "Man, I lost my best friend. I lost my lover. I lost, everything. I don't know what I'm going to do." And I looked this gentleman in the face and I said, "Partner, let me tell you something about words. Right now, you're not supposed to know what to say. Let's go back to whenever you first got married. You went in, you kissed the bride. Words could not explain or express how awesome, how loving, all your emotions. Words just could not explain." I said, likewise, whenever you had your first child or any of them to follow, you held that baby in your arms and you looked at your likeness and, wow, we created this baby, my son or my daughter. Words cannot express how happy and jubilant and satisfied and how loving and all the other, so-called words that should describe it. Words just could not describe it. And I said, "Partner, now let me tell you something else. You're on the opposite end of the spectrum. You have just lost your wife, your best friend, your confidant, your lover, the mother of your children. Words should not be able to express your feelings and emotions. If they did, well, then something was wrong with your emotions. If you could really take the words and convey exactly how you were feeling from the highs of your life to the lows of your life." So sometimes, as I have determined, the older I get, that words can be your adversary. Sometimes the words just are not going to convey what your true feelings and your true emotions are. So whenever you are using your words, have the mouth to speak as close to what your emotions and feelings are, but likewise have the ears to listen to others as they're trying to convey their true thoughts and emotions and feelings. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, was how words could be your adversaries. Peace.